All right, man, let's talk about it. Bali, Indonesia, man. The Bali women. Um, Bali was cool. Bali was cool, man. The women are beautiful, very beautiful, friendly as hell, feminine as hell. You know, they are ready. Fellas, they are ready to worship the ground you walk on out there. You know what I mean? You know, and they're very, very, very appreciative, man, of anything you do. I'm talking about if a Bali girl drops something on the floor and you pick it up for her, oh my God, that melts her. You know what I mean? Or whatever. And especially like if you're an American, you are fucking gold to them or whatever. They're beautiful, man. They have their accents and they got like pretty brown skin. And like I said, man, when I got there, my Bumble and Hinge app was blowing the fuck up, right? Or whatever. So I really wasn't on that tip. I could have been, but I was more into exploring like the island and the country. So, I stayed in Ubud, and it's part of Subuta village. So I'm basically in the jungle, man. You got monkeys running around, all that stuff, man. So while I'm out there, though, I'm touring, doing my thing, and I met this lady from Germany. That's who you see in the video. I invited her over to my villa, man, and she hung out with me and had some drinks. Once she found out I was from America, that was it. Because there's a lot of Australian women there. A lot of, like I said, German women there. A lot of UK people there. That's like the vacation spot. And so old girl come to my villa. She was staying at another villa in another village. Took a like a Uber scooter taxi to me over there because that's all they ride is scooters out there, man. We hung out, man, had a few drinks, and one thing led to another. It went down, So not only is it Indonesian women there, you still got the Australian women, you got the German women, you got the UK women, and they out there, they looking. You know what I'm saying? So she hung out with me for that day. Next day she spent the night, shook the spot, because I'm, doing my thing, right? So then I went to the water temple, man. The water temple, that was an experience, right? So you go to the water temple, you have to wear this little smock, right? You can't go in there without that. Gotta have it. So, and then you go to all these little fountains, man, and you have to pray to each one. Once you pray, then you dip your head 3 times, and then you go to the next, dip your head 3 times, or whatever, man. So that was an experience, man. And then all the rice fields, they grow a lot of rice, man. And the thing over there with Bali, man, the women and all that, they're very like, the things that they value and appreciate, like they just value to have like clean water, electricity for like, you know what I mean, for the night or or whatever they need it for. They value that because they, it's hard or whatever. And then it made me think about the things we value. Like we value so much material stuff. It's ridiculous, man. And this shit over there is so poor, right? It's poor, but it's beautiful. And it's like, it makes you think like, damn, this is their everyday life. You know what I'm saying? So, but they're really built like for tourism. That's where they really make their money at, man. And then I was out there, I was getting like full body massages, man. Look, I went and got a massage out there, and next thing you know, man, they, the ladies are, one was massaging me, and now they're gonna give me a bath. Now, look, this is like a 2-hour massage for like $25, right? Or whatever, $25. And I'm in the tub, and they put me in this little milk bath. They go out, come back, pretty much just thongs on, topless, washing me from head to toe. I'm talking about, down there in my privates, all that, washing me up. I'm like, Jesus. They wasn't trying to have, like offer me sex or nothing. They were just washing me, you know what I mean, and whatever. And see, this is what happened out there. See, I still have the Indonesian money right here. See, right here, this is like $100,000, right? These reds. So I was tipping reds, right? And then you got the blues right here. This is like, what is this? 50,000, right? And the reds are 100,000. So, but this is like $10 US, right? So the money they make over there, like these people are only making like $300 or $400 a month in Bali currency. So I was tipping these reds, right? So when I tipped the girls for the massage, I gave them 2 each, and they started crying. Like, you know, I'm not knowing, I'm giving them like a 5-year salary. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, thank you so much, or whatever. They hugging me, or whatever. And then, so after that, so, you know, so now I'm going like touring around, going to the swing and going to eat. So when you get a taxi, and he was only like $20 a day or whatever. So, and you have him all day. He's gonna take you everywhere, right? You know, so when I was done with him, I had him for like 8 hours. He took me like the whole island. I gave him like 5 of these reds, right? And he was like, no, too much. I'm like, no, man, it's like $50 to me. Like, he like too much, man, or whatever. So, you know, but they were so appreciative, man. And then when you saw in the video with me dipping my head in the water, that little flower and stuff, that's their offering to the Hindu god, because they believe in karma, right? So that's why, like, it's pretty safe there. They don't mess with you because they believe bad things will come upon them. You know what I mean? So you see those offerings everywhere, man. But the women, though, like I said, you know, the workers are beautiful, or whatever, you know. And then when you go, like, to the little clubs or whatever, man, them girls are, like, bad. They are bad, man. And they loving brothers. They loving Americans, period. You know what I mean? So you get, like, a lot of white dudes out there basically, you know, getting their mail order brides or whatever. You got brothers out there. You know, that's where I think Russell Simmons lives out there. You know, he out there for a different reason. But, and I ran into some American people living there. You know what I mean? But, you know, Bali, I recommend, fellas, every brother needs to go out there or whatever. Them women are going to treat you great. They're going to be very, very, very feminine, very submissive or whatever. And like when I went out, I had one chick, man, she just hung out with me the whole night. I offered to buy her a drink. She didn't even want no drink. She was just hanging with me or whatever. And then she wanted to come back with me to my villa. I was like, no, I didn't let her, man, you know, because it was just like, I was kind of cool because I already had the German chick, so I'm good, you know, or whatever. But it's just like, man. And then they gave me like their WhatsApp number or whatever. I got like 6, 7 Indonesian girls' WhatsApp number. I'm friends with them on Instagram page, and to this day, they still be hitting me up saying how I'm doing when I'm coming back to Bali or whatever, right? So I'm gonna go back. And, you know, I'm going to probably, you know what I mean, mingle a little more when I do go back. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, like I said, them women are very, very appreciative. They're very shy. They're always like I said, you could pick up something off the ground. They're like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you, or whatever. And fellas, you can get body massages every day and full body washes by nude chicks or whatever for $20 or whatever. And you tip them a few of these things, man, and they gonna treat you like a king. I'm talking about like rubbing my feet, all that stuff, man. So, you know, but at the end of the day, man, that's all I got to say about Bali, man. You need to check it out. You know, the women are beautiful. And don't forget, you're gonna run into Indonesian women, Australian women, German, UK, women from all around the world, Russian women, you know, Russian love brothers or whatever, man. So, you know, Bali is the spot. You know. So other than that, man, I am out.